Hello, collective and chosen ones. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all for being here. Know that you're always loved and appreciated. If this is the first time you're here, welcome. And for all regular viewers, welcome back. So this channel is all about building a momentum of high energy and frequency. At any time, we will have the tools to navigate through life. So I hope you're all well. And today I'm going to be doing a little bit of oracle messages, and then I'll move on to some channel messages and also some tarot cards. So the first oracle message is about exponential growth in finances. So whoever I'm talking to, you are looking at creating a wealth in the permanent state. And so this is long term for you. And how you're creating this is building exponential growth. And some of you may be investing in your finances and stock market, while others are creating some passive income, but it's generating a regular basis, some substantive growth. You're a person of high value. So what that means is that your value in every way, not just with relationships, but to do with being able to provide the world your skills and your high values. A lot of you will be receiving a promotion. So whether that's a particular job that you work with an employer, or a particular project or anything to do with your business, you are here to be able to get a promotion soon. Now I apologize again for the camera. It has been playing up a bit, so I'm not sure whether it's to do with whether I need an upgrade or not. It just seems to have bit of glitches. So going back to the reading, you're receiving further upgrades. So this is talking about your spiritual upgrade that helps you create your abundance in every single way. When you're receiving upgrades, you can be receiving messages at any time, and even during your sleep. You might all of a sudden wake up with some messages. Other people will be receiving signs and synchronicities. Some signs would be either audio, or you could be receiving some messages intuitively. Your healers on earth. And I don't need to tell you, if you're here regularly with this channel, you are definitely a spiritual healer, and you've been working with your spirituality for many, many years. Therefore, you are trained to endure hardships and challenges. And whatever hardships and challenges you face, you're hardwired to be able to face it. You may sometimes think that you can't challenge or can't face these challenges, but you know that they're just tests that you can always overcome. You're the rise of the phoenix. You are now approaching life in a grounded way through using your thorough step-by-step decisions, and you don't make them hastily anymore. But being a chosen one and collective, you're still carrying a load full of stuff, and Spirit's helping you along the way to really get rid of them. And so a lot of the time is spent that is needed by yourself to get through this. Okay, so I'm going to be reading some of these cards. So it's time to take a rest and a vacation. Some of you have been working so hard that you really need time more time to make further decisions, and a lot of meditation and going within is required. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Some of you have been called to do some charity work to help out others that are in need financially or even physically. A lot of you are actually doing that by being a carer. You have a lot of brilliant ideas and inspirations and seeing the truth of a situation. So this also marks as a new challenging beginning. So a lot of you are heading into new beginnings and new jobs, new projects, new businesses, everything that's new. And you're bound to hit some challenging times. So be aware of that. But you are now picking up skills because you are heading towards a review and evaluation and a time of a new direction. So this is confirmation that your life is about to start in a brand new way. And a lot of you would have received in different aspects of your life some sort of renewal. The Chariot, this marks for a call for action and really going after what you want. So this is a masculine energy. A masculine doesn't mean that you're a masculine, but certainly you embody that action taking. So when you receive this card, it's always good because it calls for you to have some self-discipline and willpower to achieve things. And I call that my success card. It's the doer's card as well. It's not just talking about your goals, it is to take some action. There's nothing worse than having a collective now wanting to move ahead, but you're not doing anything to do with taking the action. But I have a lot of faith that now, as we're entering a new realm and a different kind of portal, we have been called to do something new, not knowing how it's going to take, but we go forward and having the faith and taking ourselves out of the fear. You now challenge life and speak your mind with confidence. At times, you may want to seek out some professional advice. And this is to consider balancing your mental and emotional mind to go forward. But things are looking really good. It's just a matter of taking it step by step. Before you were trapped in fear. So there's a call for you to reflect on your past and how far you have come. So this was the old you, trapped in fear and not knowing how to go forward. You spent a lot of time in stagnancy and now you're coming out of it. And it's like a clogged pipe or something that has got you bogged down. Now everything is going forward. You've cleared out everything. There were a lot of disruptions before you now heading into a high ground and in your north node. But you passed the test. You had to sacrifice a lot. But this card is not in vain. See how this person's basking in how the achievement that they've gone through. So even though this is a female, it also embodies the aspects of your life that you've had to sacrifice. You embody a lot of wisdom. And throughout a lot of the times, you had to be patient in the waiting game. and not knowing how to go, when it's going to go forward. So through time, you've had to just sit and wait for things to turn out, and according to the divine timing as well. Confirmation is you had a lot of patience and planning, and now everything is working to your advantage. You're facing a lot of great financial and material changes. Sometimes you may, at times you may get a bit anxious because you don't know where you're heading, but things are looking very good. Triumph and success is a confirmation. Another triple confirmation, victory and success is guaranteed because you have done a lot of work, internal work, as well as physical work. Your life is heading into harmony. So this card doesn't just signify a harmonious relationship. It could possibly be a personal relationship or love relationship, but it also embodies in general how you are in relation to the world. Lastly, this card signifies another confirmation that a lot of rest and rejuvenation is required, because you are heading to a stage where you're not only helping yourself in going forward, but also helping out other people to go through their awakening stage. So a lot of people are still left behind, and of course you're the leader in the new beginnings. However, there are some people that you still need to assist, that you cannot leave behind. Some of these are your family members, others are your close friendship, as well as people that you associate with your work. And of course, if anyone is in a self-employment, this is to do with your clients and how to help them. So there's lots of ways to help in the spiritual sense. So even though if you are in a particular job, it could be even an office job, there's lots of ways to use the spirituality to help out others. And lastly, all I could say is that if you can spend some time reflecting on the past, do it then and now, to reflect on how far you have become and how far you have gone and the milestone that you have achieved. You should be very proud of yourself, because you have survived a lot of adversities and people that may not mean to go against you, but they have, or some people that have betrayed you, but you've survived this because you've had some spiritual help and protection. So now is the time to go forward and continue to raise your frequency. Now, I hope this helps, and I will be back for another reading shortly, I hope. And it has been quite a busy time for me. I'm sending you lots of love and blessings. Bye for now.